It's a big stage. Two great teams. RS Berkane, lots of experience. They've played in this tournament before. Pirates, same. We have played in this tournament before. So it's a top clash. Very experienced team led by Coach Benge, a top coach. So it's going to be a tough match. But we are here as Orlando Pirates to try and represent our country, try and represent our badge, try and win. So we'll give our best game. We've got a very good team. We believe in them. Let tomorrow be a good match and Pirates hopefully become winners. At this stage of the competition, you don't look at the dynamics more outside the field, but I thought we have a Nigerian in our team. We have traveled to the whole continent. We have played in every country almost. We have played North African teams, although Moroccan teams are different in style, but we have played them before. So we prepared for such a very good team with very strong on set plays. So we know their strengths equally the same. We'll try and exploit their weaknesses. So adaptation will be important, but we must impose our game as a South African team. Adversity is breakfast for champions. Sometimes when things are proper, that's when they are not proper. When we've got challenges, we use that to our advantage. And for me, when that happened, I took that as an advantage. Secondly, your second question, sir?
You played a North African side over 2 legs.
It's important. North Africans are unique in how they play, in how they approach the game. Very technical, very strong on set plays, almost Europeans in other teams. Very physical, but like your advantage can become your disadvantage. They do have areas where we think we can exploit them. We just have to be ourselves. When we have the ball, we have to impose our game. Use your individual brilliance, which you are good with. And if we do that well, I think we will surprise the opponents. The African game has got its own dynamics. You just have to adapt. You can't change some things. We just have to adapt. We are that team where you have challenges. You just go through challenges. Since we have been involved with CAF Championship, we have always faced challenges. You go over that, but just control what happens within the 4 lines. There we are in control and we have to take charge. What happens outside, we just put it aside. Maybe starting with your last question, I hope it works to our advantage. He helped us with the adaptation, familiarizing ourselves with the environment. I think that should give us an advantage. It should be a fair approach in terms of the match where you're playing in a neutral venue. There's no home and away. It's a once-off. So we are approaching the game that way, that we give our best. There's no second chance. It's a final. It's played in a neutral venue. Pirates must just impose their game, try and do everything in their power to win the match. That's our approach. While we are aware of the strengths of the opponents, we do have our strengths and we must impose that to them. The match is different and the dynamics are different. When we played here last time, we were playing against a team from Nigeria, but currently it's a neutral venue. It's neutral for RS Berkane, it's neutral for us. But if I look at the conditions and around, it should be our advantage. The fact that we've got a player that played here, the surface is not too different from our surface that we use in Orlando Stadium. But having said everything, the dynamics don't work. People must apply themselves in the field of play, take the chances that come to them, have lesser mistakes, and the team that does lesser mistakes will win the match. Confidence in the field, and that's what we're motivating our team with. Just be confident, take the chances, make lesser mistakes. I prefer a one-legged final played in a neutral venue. You know, Africans are Africans. When you go into their country, they will make sure that you're so uncomfortable. And sometimes the result is not determined by the quality of the team. It's determined by how well you can do the other things that you do in your country. So I prefer the final played in a neutral venue where both teams are not cannot do any tricks. Just football becomes the winner. The dynamics of playing 2 legs, you have seen it in the European Championship. Man City, they are leading, they score first, they changes the game. But at the back, subconsciously, if you're leading, and playing the second leg, subconsciously you want to go defensive in a defensive mode, and that's not what you'll want. But today or tomorrow, it's 0-0, it's one day, it's one final. You give your all, there's no second chance. But when you play two legs, there's a lot of other dynamics of how you reserve yourself, how you'll impose yourself at home. But tomorrow is just one game. We just have to give our best against a good team, RS Berkane, and then hopefully Pirates will come out as victorious.
Yeah, we're excited to be in the final. We've been doing great, in terms of starting this competition. And yeah, we want to enjoy ourselves tomorrow, and give our all. And also win the trophy for our team. We've been in this competition for a long time. The previous finals that we went through, we lost it. So for us now, it's just have to enjoy it and get this for our country, our team, our families, and yeah, for the whole nation. Yeah, I think we can play well. It's the same grass that we normally play with in South Africa. In Orlando Stadium, we've got the same pitch. So obviously we want to enjoy ourselves. It's the same thing. So yeah. I think to have a teammate that come from this country is very great. He help us most of the things that we're supposed to adjust here. So we're very grateful, and we just have to enjoy the moment, and the support that they're gonna give him, we need to support him as well. Tribe at home is to get a trophy because it's his home. And yeah, the support that he's gonna get, we need to support him as well. So we're very happy that we're playing in someone's teammate country, and we have to support and get the trophy. Your first question, I will say we'll adjust ourselves. We are well conditioning in terms of the situation when it comes to traveling. So we are well prepared. And the second question, I think we've got also the fastest players in the team. So the opponent are good, obviously, but also even us, we are also good. We just have to implement what we've been practicing on ourselves and get the results at the end of the day. The team that will want it more is going to win it, and we are the one of the teams that want it more. So we want to get the trophy, obviously. Yeah, we're ready for one more war. It's a war tomorrow because it's a one leg. There's no second leg, so it's either you die or whatever. But it's a war, so we prepare for it, and that's why I said before that we've been doing great in this competition since it started, and now we just wanted to finish off, in a proper way. So yeah, I think we're ready and prepared for it, and we want to get the results at the end of the day.